Hi, my name is Annamieka, and this is the Art Friends Show, where every conversation focuses on getting to know the essence of creativity itself. I'd love to invite you as well to join me inside of Art Friends School, where we go deeper into these topics and join in with other art friends around the world. Thanks so much for joining us, and let's get to the show. To the Art Friends Show, here's something that'll be helpful to know. Hi, my name is Annamieka, and I'm an artist in Portland, Oregon, and this is 100 days of going live and workshopping the concept of the Art Friends Show, where the intention is to make friends with our creativity and each other. Hi, Faith. Hi, anyone watching live or in the future when this recording is posted. So today I'm going to tell you about the Art Friend World that I'm building as a year-long online course. And I'm going to teach a free little workshop called Get Visible. And so if you're interested in learning how to be just a little bit more yourself on camera, or interested in learning how to be just a bit more visible in your work and sharing your voice and your message and your art, this will be a really great one to watch. So before I get into Get Visible, I want to tell you about Art Friend World, okay? So whether we know each other or not, I just want to share that I have been an artist for many, many years. I studied fine art in college and graduated in 2007. And I've been out here doing the work myself and teaching. And I became a really skilled creative mentor for artists. And over the years, I developed a course that's now called the Visual Artist Accelerator. And it's a 90-day, really intensive program where artists work with me one-on-one. Well, we work with each other one-on-one, and I help them to develop a new body of work in their own style and then debut it to the world. And this 90-day program has such juicy lessons in it, and they're proven from many, many artists who have done it. And I first created it as a year-long course. And doing it in that format was really cool because they both have benefits, right? Working one-on-one in a really intensive container for 90 days helps people overcome a lot of perfectionism. And really it helps people put other things on hold because you can really focus for 90 days. And you can bust through limitations and make a new body of work and release it, and it's exhilarating. That's why I called that one the Visual Artist Accelerator. And that's the heart, that's my life's work. I continue to offer that. And that's what I do with private clients. Now, Art Friend World, what I'm gonna do is offer this really proven curriculum, again, as a year-long format, right? And we're starting in April. So it's starting and you can join. And I would love for you to join, and registration is going to open next week. So when you join, you'll be able to have access to, I'm going to be teaching it live as a master class every month. So I'll guide you as a community through this series of things that you'll create in order to create your own new body of work in your own style, help you find that style, and debut it to the world. I'm really excited. I've been getting the nudge to create this for a while. And then my big dream with Art Friend World is that I will also create new courses in there. So as long as you're enrolled in it as a member, you'll get access to anything I create. Plus, we'll find a way to build past courses and resources that I've created in there as well. Ultimately, Art Friend World is going to become like the full toolkit. Yeah? Cool. All right, so if you're interested in that, you can send me a DM and I will message you as soon as registration opens, because there will be a limited number of spots in that group course as we kick things off at the founding member price. So yeah, I'm out of breath talking about it. I'm so excited. And that's also a way we can really work deeply together. And you will also be giving me the gift of that, longevity and sustaining kind of commitment. It is so powerful. All right, so now I'm going to share Get Visible. So this is a new lesson or idea. As a lifelong teacher, I always get these concepts for classes, for workshops, for kind of how to teach something that I myself have learned or have assisted other people to learn, usually both. And this one seems to be the heart of this 100-day project, learning how to get visible, okay? And so a lot of what I've been doing in these daily Art Friend interviews is I've been helping people who might have never gone live on Instagram to have their debut. And that was born out of helping clients do it for the first time. And even people who are very experienced online teachers and such have come and, just gotten a little bit more comfortable with practice. So I have a few tips for you if you feel like, gosh, you're comfortable walking through the world, but once you get in front of a camera, it just feels so different, so confronting, right? All right, so the place I'm going to begin is that and I'm going to quote one of my teachers. Her name is Neem Arthur. And years ago, I took it was called Light It Up Video Marketing, and we practiced every day for 30 days doing one little thing to get more comfortable in front of the camera. And one thing that Neem Arthur always said was, it's about connection, not perfection, right? So ultimately, it's about our ability to connect through this medium. And since most of my audience of you watching are visual artists, we know that, right? Whether our medium is paint or drawing or teaching or whatever, coaching, it's about the connection we're able to create through that expression. So remembering and keeping in mind it's about connection, not perfection, can help. Yet, then our egos go, wah, I remember, I'll tell a quick story. I remember in 2017 when I got my first batch of videos back from the editor, when I created my online course, Wild Wonder. It was the first time I had really filmed this wilderness retreat curriculum and put it into video. And I was so embarrassed watching my mannerisms, my asymmetrical way my mouth opens, just all of it. Didn't realize I have a lisp, all those little things that you may not even notice, but I could not see past. I showed it to my friends and I ran giggle embarrassing down the hall out of the studio and hid in the bathroom, full pit sweats, so confronting to see ourselves on video, right? However, I tell you that story now, years in the future, showing up on camera every single day. I'm comfortable doing my wacky dancing on camera. I'm comfortable teaching, etc., etc. So I've had a lot of practice. So if our first tip is to remember it's about connection, not perfection, my next tip is that it is normal to feel super embarrassed or to have kind of a full body reaction to seeing or to being live on camera. That's just normal. So know it's going to feel kind of wild in your system as your physiology and emotions and ego get accustomed to this new medium that you're using. Okay? And thankfully, a lot of us through the pandemic, one benefit that we've gotten is that everyone and their grandma has learned how to use these tools a bit more and has overcome some of the self-consciousness in order to connect, right? Zoom became how we did a lot of things during the pandemic. And so I really commend you for overcoming what you already have. And if you have a dream to, teach online or just show up more visibly in your own world you're creating around your art. All of that, I really want to invite you to try getting more visible. And I'm going to give you a few more tips and then an assignment at the end of this video, okay? So our first is it's about connection, not perfection. Our next tip is that it is so normal to feel embarrassed when you show up more visibly. And then my third tip is that to create connection, in fact, we want to give eye contact as much as possible. And in the culture of, remote work and online and all of that, we're all used to this like weird way we want to look at each other like off to the side. But I want you, if you're going to practice showing up in your feed, whether you're taking still images or videos or anything else, if we remember back to the very first principle that it's about connection, not perfection, then and that it'll feel embarrassing and wonky, the next thing I want you to do is do your best to give eye contact so that your viewer is able to feel connection with you. Now, how do you do that? I'll give you a tip. So one way you can do eye contact is to look at the lens and in fact, look through the lens. And this also helps because then you're not looking at yourself, right? You're there. And after years and years of teaching online, I look through the lens off into some faraway place, and it actually helps me like stay present in my thoughts and in my body and with what I'm hearing and receiving from people. So it's really helpful. Now, where's the lens? Okay, that's our fourth tip. So if I'm saying, give people eye contact so that they can feel your presence and they can feel connected to you, how do you find the lens? The easiest way to find the lens is to take your finger and block the lens. So depending on what device you're using, whether it's your webcam or your smartphone, the front or back view, you may be confused about which little, window or light is the lens. So take your finger and find it. See, and it will block it completely. So if I'm like, oops, that's not it, but watch this. I know where the lens is on mine. It's gonna completely block it out. So that's the lens. And once you've found it, especially if you're new to this, I recommend putting something really bright right there for yourself. Now, painters, you've got a lot of options. You could put, a little dot of hot pink or something like that right there. You could put a sticker or an arrow, something like that, to really train yourself to look right into the lens and give the person receiving this your eyes. Okay, so there we go. It's about connection, not perfection. It's gonna feel embarrassing until you practice it a lot. Please give people your eyes as often as you can so they can feel connection with you and find the lens in order to do that. There's many more tips that I want to share about getting visible, but I'm going to end this one with a little assignment, okay? If you dare, I want to invite you to make a self-portrait. This could be in the form of going live right here on Instagram. It's very simple. You press live and it starts to broadcast. You can practice and you don't even have to publish it to your feed, but you can because you'll probably say something awesome. So you can make a self-portrait or do a live broadcast right from your own Instagram account. That would be like, one version of the assignment. The next version would be to do a video. Use your device to record a video and then just practice this. Practice remembering it's about connection, not perfection. Practice just feeling that flush of feelings that it is to make a video. Practice looking at the lens and finding the lens and talking. And then you can always review it or not. You can post it or not. The thing I would say, if you do create a video that's not live, often the first take has the most kind of genuine energy. That's the beauty of these lives. And once you do it like 47 times to try to get it perfect, it can sometimes lose some of the connection, because by then you're trying to memorize all the ways you're perfecting it. So I would implore you, if you do want to start getting more visible and making videos and etc., to really trust that those imperfect takes are actually great. When you slip up on words or say something funny, it actually recaptures people's attention and they stay with you for longer. Like if I were to be like, someone who's like, eating their cereal and kind of spacing out watching this will be like, wait, what? And they'll re-engage with it. Okay, so then like another version of that assignment would be to make a still image of yourself. Set it up as a portrait. And those of you who are showing up in your feed, I see a lot of artists, a lot of you, that's okay, there's nothing wrong with this, showing up like this with your eyes down. You're starting to put pictures of yourself so we can see you, but you're still like this, or you're like this, or you're even like this. Give people your eyes. That would be the way to up the visibility of you by a notch in your images. And if you've never posted a picture of yourself in your feed at all, then by golly, make a photo of yourself and put it out there. The reason is not because, we're all, these it's, what am I trying to say? Putting it in there, again, allows us to connect to you. It allows us to see some of the human and the light that is within this thing that you're sharing in your art and your Instagram and the story you're telling online. And the total paradox is it's like not about you at all. Ultimately, it's always about like what the viewer or the recipient of the message or the teaching or the art or the offering gets for themselves, right? And so I have found throughout my career, whenever I kind of up-level encourage a bit, so many cool possibilities expand in return. And it's all about offering that connection. So this was an extemporaneous training on getting visible. And again, my name is Annamieka Hops. I am an artist and I do professional mentoring for visual artists. I live in Portland, Oregon. You can work with me one-on-one. You can also join my upcoming year-round program. I'm so excited to do that work with you. And I'm doing 100 days in a row of going live. Most days I'm interviewing another artist, but when I don't have a guest, I'm going live myself. And I'll be teaching tips and things like this that are relevant to you in your creative practice. All right, go on, make friends with your creativity, and let's make friends with each other. And I wish you so much love, and I really want you to get more visible and bring those dreams that you have into your reality. Okay, over and out. And P.S. tag me when you post those things. If you do them privately, cool. But if you post them in your feed, tag me, I want to see them. I would love to see you get visible, and I will go over there and I will whoop and holler and celebrate in the comments when you do. Okay? All right. Bye. I'd love to have you inside of Art Friends School, where we go deeper into these topics. Follow the link that's in the show notes or find it on my website at annamieka.com.